Alright, for this video, I'd like to actually thank you for EasyVid for letting me use this program for my YouTube videos. So what we're gonna do today is actually we're gonna make a paint face. But yeah, you're probably noticing that I'm on a computer, and the reason for that is, one sec, and the reason for that is because we're gonna make this face on Paint, which is a application you can download on any Microsoft computer, which it might actually come with that. And so what we're gonna do first is kind of cut it down to size. And what I mean by cut it down to size is, excuse me, we're gonna kind of get it to the right size so where we don't have to scroll up or scroll down while we are in Paint. And so, yeah, that's what we're doing right now. And since we're done with that, we're gonna head up to the circle on the shapes line. Click on that baby right there. You're gonna make whatever shape you want. It doesn't have to be a circle. Sorry about saying click on the circle, but it doesn't have to be a circle. And so, any shape, any size, just to your customization. Just doing a how-to. Give me a break, guys. And so what we're gonna do next is make a straight line, and right to the left of that circle, you're gonna find a curly line. And for that, we're gonna make the eyes. So we're gonna make a straight line, and then we're gonna bend it like we are doing in the video right now. Then we're gonna click on something else, and then click back on that, because you will not want to find out what happens when you do not click out, because it is really frustrating, I tell you. And so next we're just gonna do the bottom of that, and so we're just gonna do the same thing that we did on the top. And the same thing that we did on the top, we're just gonna make a straight line with the curly, and then we're gonna go down, and well, what I mean by go down is curve it up a little. And so once we are done with that, we're actually gonna click out again and then click back in, like we did with the for the first part of the eye. And so what we're gonna do now is make the inside of the eye. Now, if you have a cat, you probably know what their eyes look like, and their pupils kind of look like snakes. And that's kind of what we're going for. Kind of a futuristic type look, which is actually gonna look pretty cool, believe it or not. So what we're gonna do now is just same thing we did just a second ago. We're gonna kind of the same thing with an eye, except instead of having it sideways, we're gonna have it upright. And so you can see that right there. And then and then that's his line of vision. So he's not gonna be looking straight at you. You can make him look straight at you, but this is just what I wanted to do, and I'm kind of going with the Cyclops, and later in the video you can see me try and duplicate that eye, but it just somehow some way or somehow won't let me for some reason. So what we're gonna do now is kind of edit it. And what I mean by edit, I mean kind of get rid of all the bumps, stuff that isn't supposed to be there. I'm glad my friend isn't here, because when I'm doing that, he just comes up behind me and just slams my hand, and it pisses me off, really. So what we're gonna do now is just get rid of that, and you can see that that eye is a little slanted, but that's perfectly fine. That's probably the last thing someone's gonna notice. So next we're gonna work on the colors and stuff. So what we're gonna do now, I'm just kind of going for a red in the middle of the eye, because you know the red is a kind of classic, I'm pretty sure you all know. And I'm just gonna go for just about any color. I'm gonna go for a light blue for the outside. And I'm not sure why, I just felt like doing that color. And so what we're gonna work on next is the mouth. Actually, this is the point where I try to duplicate the eye, but somehow it doesn't work. It just doesn't work for some reason. So yeah, I'll keep trying for a minute. Sorry about this. Okay, let's go back into it. Kind of made a mistake there. Gonna go back into color of black. And what we're gonna do now is start forging the mouth. And you see me using the curly line, but actually later, in just a second, I take that away and put in a straight line, cause maybe not, maybe that's on the top, and that's the bottom of the mouth. And so for the top of the mouth, we're not gonna use the curly line. I'm actually gonna take that back. That's where I do it. And then now we're gonna switch to the straight line. And what we're gonna do for the straight line is make a perfectly straight line, no bumps or anything, right over the bottom of the mouth. And now we're gonna kind of start forging the teeth of this mouth. And what we're gonna do for that is do kind of a classic type method, and that method is to kind of just draw horizontal lines all the way down till the other side. And you might see, like I did with the eye, the little mistake on the bottom, and I'll just go back in just a second and fix that when I'm done with these teeth, which is actually a lot easier instead of going back and fixing everything right when you make a mistake. Just my perspective, you can do it any way you want, because this is your painting, not mine. Teeth are to your limits, so are the eyes, so is the face. I'm just doing a kind of basic how-to on a kind of a mythic creature. Old and new creature of this type, which you'll probably find out why I say old and new creature. But let's just focus on the painting. So what you see right now is me kind of going over the lines a lot. And the reason I'm doing that is because I can just go back later and edit, which I'm about to do right now. And so I'm going to scroll over, do the same thing I did with the eye. I'm going to scoot in, I'm going to zoom in, and then I'm going to scroll down, scroll over. Now I'm going to get rid of all the excess just kind of carelessly. And then once I get towards the top, I'm actually going to stop. I'm going to stop, and I'm going to wait to do the big stuff till the end, because the big stuff is kind of the hardest stuff. I'm pretty sure we all know that. And what we're going to do now is, what we're doing now is clean up pretty much. So I'm going to finish that up right there, tap that up a little, and then we're going to work on the other one right there carelessly. Do it like that. And then what we're going to do is kind of clean up around the edges very carefully, because we do not want to mess this mouth up. Just me, because ADHD, don't want to mess anything up. And so once we're done with that, we're going to move on to the first one that we were doing and finish that baby up real quick. Tap that back in with black. Maybe not. Anyways. Well, next we're actually going to work on the coloring of the teeth. Just give me a second to catch up. I'm actually doing this on eVid, which you can probably see at the beginning of the video. I don't know. Right now I'm going to try and do that, but then I realized, you know what, screw it, I'm not going to do it like that. So I just changed up, and I'm going to start coloring in the teeth. So yeah, I'm kind of going for the classic golden tooth. And what I'm going to do for that is just color in a couple golden teeth, and again I'm going to try and copy the eye. But still does not work. And so what I'm going to do now is just kind of give up in just a second. And if I do find out how to copy the eye, I will post another video on how to copy the eye, and don't worry, it will be with the same painting. So yeah, that's right there. Keep trying to copy the eye. Sorry about this. Just wait a second. Okay, so now we're gonna work on the outside coloring. What I did, I was gonna go for the yellow, but then I realized I kinda wanna switch stuff up a little. So I'm gonna make the background red, and I didn't want to be racist, so I tried to, believe me, I tried to make a normal type skin color, and I did not make him black. Sorry if I was being racist. Sorry if you didn't think I was being racist. But kind of epically failed and went with kind of a abnormal color. And so what I did, I was gonna go with that, but then I realized that'd also be kind of a little racist. So I went with a dark red, and then I chose I was gonna go with that, and then I realized it was the eye color. And so I went with a purple. And I kind of forgot what these were called, but they're these little glasses, and they're these single glasses, and it's just an eyeglass. That's what it is, an eyeglass. I decided to go make him a little snazzy, so I made him a little eyeglass. And so what I'm doing now is just making the little chain that goes down right now. So I'm just gonna keep this circle on. And notice that I'm not changing it, and that is because the curvy line, that actually changes. You know how you can maneuver that, which makes it available to change at your advantage. And so now I'm just going down and down and down until I reach the end, which I just did. And then that's kind of my tutorial on how to make a face on paint. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button. Leave in the comments what I should do next. Thanks. Bye.